All the disrespect, graffiti play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It is HT, the most glorious day of the week. Thank you guys for tuning in one more time. We got some hot ones today. I'm gonna do my best to post 2 videos, one like later tonight, but if not, obviously we definitely got this one. Thank you guys for helping the channel grow. Sub button right there. We're so close to, I believe, 72K, so appreciate you for taking the time. Always for subscribing and recommending all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm talking too much. It's about time to get these HT buttons. Let's go. All right, first up for these Leffen, more like loser buttons that need to be checked. This completely got by me. I didn't even see this until today. Apparently at CEO that just passed, there was somebody holding up a sign behind the fucking commentators that literally just said exactly what I did. Leffen, more like losers. Let's check out this clip. This shit is so hilarious. I can't believe I'm just seeing it now. Hold on, let me go ahead and put it up for you guys. Look at this shit. Check it out.
Man, what a performance that was, bro. Like, legitimately waiting for so many options.
Look at the back, look at the back. Everybody's cheering. Look, the commentator's about to notice. Watch.
Right now, that's not gonna happen.
Let's rewind it. Let's rewind it. Here we go. Right there. You can see him looking up right now. He's about to chuckle. Check this out. Oh my God. Leffen, more like loser. And then right there you see, I guess, the hack sign right there. So check this out. There's a lot going on, but before we get even deeper, let's get even deeper. If that makes no sense, probably doesn't. Right here. Somebody posted this saying, Leffen showing up at CEO means there was never a real threat and he was just trying to get hacks punished as long as possible. After Hack's death, the hate and threats have to at least have doubled. So why the sudden isn't he afraid to showing up in events? That one has almost 2,000 likes. It was just posted a couple days ago. And there you have it. Makes no sense. So some people are saying that, you know, because of the recent passing of Hacks, I've seen people blame certain members of the community, just blame the Smash community as a whole, some of the TOs, for the reason why he's no longer with us. I believe Technicals did a whole video on that. The video was taken down either once or twice. It was, I want to say twice. He was able to get it up, and I think after the editing that they finally left it alone because somebody was mass reporting it. And on top of that, he's received other threats and had other videos threatened to get, you know, removed from YouTube. And that's what led to the suing. You might notice by the damn thumbnail or the title of this video. Apparently there is a member in the community that is threatening to sue him at this point. I'm not sure, because this was posted a few days ago, so I'm not sure if it's actually in motion right now or if it's still pending, but he released a video. And the reason why I wanted to cover it is because it reminded me of when I got sued. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was a crazy ass thing. And mine though, was from somebody that could afford it. It was a fucking millionaire. I'll break it down in a second. Link down below so you can see his whole video. We're just gonna check out some clips. Let's go.
So I told them to tell him to go fuck himself, and I'll see you in court. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you know that this isn't the first time that I've been threatened with a lawsuit, yet somehow, at every turn, I have masterfully avoided ever getting sued. The key to that is to not lie.
The key to making that happen is to not be a fucking liar.
Something that you probably didn't pick up in your brief stint at law school, Cody, is that the #1 defense for a defamation lawsuit is telling the truth. He knows that I'm in his public Discord server, but he still hasn't kicked me because he said he has nothing to hide, so I mean, I'm gonna look.
Of course I'm gonna look.
He said, there's a good amount that wasn't true, LMAO, but there's a way to handle things. And publicly, with a guy who is clearly obsessed with me, isn't how I'm gonna do it. This is coming from the guy who said the biggest thing he was worried about was my video right after Hacks passed away.
Like, obviously I'm trying to grieve loss of someone, but the only thing I'm really contemplating and worried about is how I want to deal with the eventual Technicals video, whatever, coming out. Mentioned
me like a dozen times, and then blamed me for 80% of your community's problems.
It's genuinely insane to me that like 80 to 70% of our issues, maybe between 60 and 80, are for one fucking dude. Maverick, his name rhymes with testicles.
What if I just... Nah.
But what if I just no, technical. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. He wants me to do it.
And then you accuse me of capitalizing on my own friend's suicide attempt.
This dude said 80% of the problems in the Smash community are from one man, which his name is rhymes with technicals, motherfucker. 80%. I saw somebody in the comments that said no. Technicals reports on 80% of the problems that happens in the Smash community. That's fucking wild. All right, let's continue.
He made a video of the second hack tried to commit suicide.
And then you tried to use Mewtwo King and then DM me yourself to kind of like extend the olive branch, and now you're all worried about good faith interpretations. Like I didn't just watch you talk shit about me over 2 different streams. Do you understand what a compromise is?
You look like a two-faced snake when you're sitting on your live stream talking mad shit about someone, and then you reach out to them privately saying, "Oh, if I have a problem with you, I'll just let you know." I had to go find that myself. If I didn't look that up, I wouldn't have found that.
What else did he say?
Little fucking bitch.
Keep in mind, you can take excerpts out of context. So yeah, you mentioned I offered it 20 times in reference to the 20K that he offered Hacks to get him to shut up and get off social media and go to therapy for 3 to 4 months. What you don't mention is it's all from one stream where people continuously asked me what I did for him every single 5 minutes.
Even if this is your biggest criticism of the video, because this is the only thing that you've mentioned publicly that you disagreed with, I don't know when you're going to drop that statement you've been working on with your attorneys, but...
One, that changes nothing, because my point was that you kept bringing it up, so people would think that you were a really good person, and so you could avoid getting criticized. That was the whole point. Also, you're wearing the same shirt in every single clip. I don't think a lot of people were confused that it was back-to-back, unless you're arguing that people should assume that you don't do laundry and would wear the same shirt all the time. Secondly, no one is twisting your arm and forcing you to mention the 20K every time someone brings it up in chat, which is a great smokescreen to avoid actually publicly addressing any of the issues beforehand. Dang, he seems really serious about this lawsuit. You know, he wants to have a whole mediated conversation before he goes after me legally. But then I remembered something.
Hold on, wait a minute. This guy's a Melee player. You don't have any fucking money. What are you gonna sue me with?
I queued up your stream the other day, and what did I see? A chatbot message spamming that you needed $1,500 for a surgery.
I have to rethink brands, which I'm really fucking sad about, but I just don't know if I can justify all the money when Sumi needs surgery and finances are obviously going to take a hit for a few months.
And then you were telling your chat that you'd be strapped for money until HelloFresh paid out.
Yeah, I just don't have the fucking, like, close to 2K it is to do the surgery right now, so I'm not sure how I'm going to pay for it. And I'm kind of strapped for cash until HelloFresh comes in. I do need to do the Star Trek stream really fucking badly. Chad, if I can get 20 people to play this game with me for like 15 minutes, it'll be a couple $100. Actually, it'll be $1,000 total. Not asking for a big sum of people. Just a little bit. Just a tad, you know? Just a tad bit. What game? Exclamation point Star Trek.
The guy who's begging his chat to play Star Trek Fleet Command so he can do his stream elements goals is threatening me with a lawsuit.
Just last March, you were asking your fans to sign up for your HelloFresh so you could confirm being able to go to events, which is your job, by the way, attending Melee events and streaming. You were...
Okay, so link down below, definitely check it out. I thought it was hilarious. The reason why I like Technicals, I don't even know him all like that, but I briefly got to talk to him a few times on social media, one time through Mike Hollow. He's always been cool with me, and I like the style that he presents stuff because he's actually funny. This dude is actually creative with his edits, and he's funny. So anyway, I've been a fan of that, and this right here just seems fucking crazy. Unfortunately, if you're in this line of work where you talk about the news as a content creator, not just fucking FGC, but anywhere, you have the chances of somebody feeling some type of way. The messed up thing about all of this, it's usually not even the people that, oh, well, I'm innocent, right? I'm innocent, you misreported, yada, yada, yada. It's usually the guilty ones that press it, that quadruple down to the point where I want to sue you. I can't believe, and these motherfuckers are guilty as hell. Usually the ones that are innocent. Like, let's say, worst case scenario, you reported a story that made somebody look like a negative light, and you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Then you would be able to see that because you were the one that got the facts in the first place. So you could be like, oh shit, I got to make a restatement, or I got to take down that video, maybe both, and then it dies right there, right? But usually the people that are guilty, you don't find the facts that they're talking about because they don't fucking exist. So in my case, a couple of years ago, there was a report, I'm not gonna say any names, but there was a very popular NBA or ex-NBA player that was a part of an esports organization, and he was pissed at one of the co-owners at the time. It was a blow up, it was a big fallout, and he was calling them racist. I've heard him multiple times say this word and that word. This dude is a fucking racist, right? It was pretty dirty. I reported the story. That's all I did. I reported the story. Just reported the story. Hey, this is what this guy is saying. This is what the people on the streets are saying. What do y'all think? That's what I do, right? Well, apparently, the guy that was being called racist in the organization was a fucking millionaire, obviously, because the other guy was too. And he was going around getting every fucking YouTuber that reported the story. I mean, everybody, to the point when then the lawyer reached out to me, he showed me all this legal work, and I thought it was a troll. I said, somebody is trolling me. Obviously, they're trolling me. So the first person I thought I would reach out to was Gutex, because at the time in this year, I want to say it was 2020. I was like, I think Gutex knows more about this stuff than I did. I showed it to him. He was like, yeah, this is real. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at other YouTubers that were on that list. Yo, there was at least fucking 15, 20 YouTubers. I don't know about 20, but at least 15 fucking names on this list. And Low Button Check was one of them. And I was like, holy shit. So I called the lawyer, I talked to them, I checked out everything. Everything was legit. He was like, yes, such and such has filed a, whatever the fuck it's called. You are, I guess, a cease and desist. You are to take down that video. I looked at the video, I looked at the content, and I was like, okay, I just reported the news, yada, yada, yada. But because it painted him in a bad light, and he won somehow, he can sue. So I looked it over. I talked it over with all the homies. I talked it over with my wife. I looked at the videos. I saw all the other YouTubers, and basically everybody took theirs down. Everybody took theirs down because they were like, yo, there's no point. This man is a fucking millionaire and he can sue the shit out of you. Basically, you got money versus no money. Okay, well, I take that back. Shoot, I just saw the clip myself. I thought it was a couple of months before they came at me. Turns out it was a whole damn year. So yeah, I'm taking down the video. And no, I don't really feel bad because even though he won, apparently, his defamation case, who am I to say if he's racist or not? Because I saw a picture of him. And I gotta tell you, I think he said it. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think he said it because I just took one look at this man. I said, no, you got N-word eyes. You got the N-word in both of your eyeballs. I see it there. It's there. I'm just saying, it's there. What I'm trying to say is, long story longer, if you just talk to me, I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking adults. I would have just removed the video. You don't gotta threaten to sue me. I think what it is people have this notion that they're automatically gonna get shut down. They're automatically gonna get a fuck you, who you think you're talking to? Because they're used to it. Or they're gonna get clowned, or they're gonna get screenshotted and memed out, all this other stuff. So they gotta go the weird way of just that. You know, the guy that even Technicals was talking about went around him instead of just going straight to him. And I'm not sure what their beef is as far as like how long back it goes, because it sounds like it's kind of deep. I'm just saying, if more people, anybody would just come straight to you and come respectfully, man, there's so many more problems that will get resolved. And unfortunately, in this content creation thing, especially reporting the news, whether it's esports, FGC, or just Hollywood or worldly, whatever the hell you do, you run into shit like this from time to time. Either way, crazy ass buttons. How y'all feeling? Let me know. That it is, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. I am thankful that even though my pockets is not full, I'm thankful that he's not sued. So I appreciate the mad love, and I will see you guys soon. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to post a video later today. If not, it'll definitely be tomorrow. If not 2 today, 2 tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you guys for the mad love, and as always, I don't know what it is, but I know, don't get sued, and it's about to get better. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
So I asked the lawyer straight up, like, what if I don't? Like, who are you to come into my world and tell me just to remove a video, especially if it's correct? Like, there's proof, there's witnesses that heard this dude say shit like this. So how are you just gonna make me take down my video? What is he gonna do if I don't? He said, well, if I were you, I would, because my client does have the money to see this through. And I would imagine this video alone didn't make you rich or millions of dollars, because at the end of the day, he's willing to take it all the way to court with every one of you motherfuckers. And I said, say less, I'm finna take it down. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. Would you like something to drink? Would you like something to drink while you wait, while I take it down? No, you good? Refreshment? No, nothing? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm taking it out. Okay. Here I go. It's taking, okay, I'm taking it. Here go the forklift. Off the internet. There it is. Hey, thank you, man, for your time. I appreciate it. It was good talking to you, sir. Very good talking. You tell your millionaire racist friend I said have a good day, and y'all have a good one. I bitched out. But I bitched out like a gangster. That don't make any sense. Anyway, what the hell I'm trying to say is,